So this is the Epomaker EA75. And at first glance, it looks like a lot of other 75% keyboards. Compact layout, rotary knob, RGB everywhere. But once you start digging into it, there is more going on here. It sits in that under $100 category, which is very competitive right now. You get wireless, hot swap support, pre-lubed linear switches, and full RGB. So expectations are high, but specs do not type for you. So today we are going to see how this actually performs in real use. Let's get started. So this is a 75% layout. That means 81 keys and a rotary knob. Compact, but still practical. You keep your function row, you keep arrows, and your desk feels cleaner. The footprint is about 33.3 by 14.7 centimeters, so it fits tight setups without feeling cramped. Now the body is plastic, and you feel that. It weighs about 1 kilogram. Not ultra heavy like full aluminum boards, but still planted. It does not slide around. And that trade-off actually makes sense because this one packs a 4,000 milliamp hour battery inside. So you get wireless freedom without the board feeling hollow. The cherry profile double-shot PBT keycaps feel solid. The legends will not fade. And the south-facing RGB means better compatibility with custom caps if you ever go that route. This board uses Leo Bog Reaper linear switches. They come pre-lubed from factory, 45 gram actuation force, bottom out at 55 grams, with 1.8 millimeters pre-travel and 3.6 millimeters total travel. On paper that sounds standard. In use it feels snappy. What we noticed right away is the bounce. This board has a gasket mount, plus both the plate and PCB are flex cut. So when you press down, there is a slight give. Not mushy or stiff, just enough to soften the impact. And then there is the sound. Epomaker added 5 layers of dampening: foam, switch pad, pet layer, bottom pad. So instead of a high-pitched clack, you get a lower tone. It is not as deep as heavy aluminum boards, but it is controlled. You can type fast, and it does not echo through the case. Compared to heavier metal boards, this one feels lighter on the desk, and the switches return a bit faster. That quicker rebound actually makes rapid typing feel responsive. For long writing sessions or editing timelines, that matters. Here's where this gets practical. Tri-mode connection, wired via USB-C, 2.4 GHz wireless with a dongle, and Bluetooth. You can pair up to 5 devices. So if you move between a PC, a Mac, maybe even a tablet, you just tap the shortcut and switch. In wired and 2.4 GHz mode, polling rate hits 1000 Hz. Latency sits around 1 to 3 milliseconds. That is basically instant. In Bluetooth, it drops to 125 Hz with 10 to 30 milliseconds latency. That is normal for Bluetooth and totally fine for office work. For gaming, wired or 2.4 GHz is where you want to be. And yes, it supports full NKRO and anti-ghosting. You can mash keys and nothing gets lost. Let's talk about the knob. It has defined steps. You feel each click, press it down and you get a function, usually volume mute by default. It is subtle but useful. Once you get used to it, going back feels strange. RGB is per key, south-facing LEDs, plus dual side light bars. You can adjust brightness, speed, hue, saturation. Or you can turn it all off. The software allows remapping, macros, lighting control. It is not overly complicated and it does what you expect. At night, the sidebars add that soft underglow. Not too aggressive, just enough atmosphere. Front height is about 2.2 centimeters. Rear height adjusts between 3.4, 3.7, and 4.5 centimeters with the feet. So you can tune the typing angle. Because of the gasket structure and that flex-cut PC plate, bottom out feels softened. If you type heavy, your fingers will appreciate that over time. If you type light, the board still feels controlled. And the cherry profile caps help keep your wrists in a neutral position. For long sessions, that detail adds up. At around $80, this is aimed at people who want that custom keyboard feel without building from scratch. You get hot swap support for 3 and 5 pin switches, so if later you want tactile or clicky, you just pull and replace. After using it across work and gaming, what sticks with us is how consistent it feels. Stable connection, predictable sound, responsive switches, and that combination makes it easy to recommend for anyone who wants a clean desk setup with real mechanical personality. That's the EA75. Compact size, practical features, and enough tuning inside to keep keyboard enthusiasts interested. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos.